syllabus. Okay, okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yes. Yes, okay. So now, okay, yeah. Yes, just a second. Yes, in the second module, we had up to signal generator in the first CAA. So for the second CAA, it will be the you know sorry, second year up to active filters we had for the first CAA. So now for the second CAA, starting from DC voltage regulators, okay, and the third unit full DC voltage regulators, signal generators, and comparators. Okay, so in the third unit, for the third CAA, fourth unit, and whatever we can cover. Okay, whatever we can discuss in the class. Okay, okay, here we go. At least you can expect. Okay, you can expect at least 1.5 units for the third test. There is fourth module full and the fifth module at least phase locked loops. Up to phase locked loops you can expect for the you know third test. Okay, yes, now for the AT, yesterday actually we had assignment, but we could not conduct, because of some other work we could not conduct. I will give the questions, assignment questions. What you have to do is you have to um, just a second. This is, okay, so you have to answer the questions and you have to send it. Okay, that is for the assignment part. So assignment part will be from the this self-study component. So the questions will be from any of these self-study component. Okay, you can Google it and you may get it from the textbook also. Okay, so you can search for it and you can write the answer and you can share it. That is for the assignment. And for the AT, AT part will give the questions. Just like in MPMC, as we have done, create. You know make two members in a team. Okay, you share the names. I'll share the Google form. So in that you have to enter the names of the team members, two in a team maximum. Okay, so we'll give the circuits for simulation. The circuits can be anywhere, uh, from any of the topic. It can be even from those topics which are not covered yet, because you have to cover the entire syllabus. So with that intention, it can be from any of the topic from the syllabus. Okay, uh, some may get questions from the simple topics. It's possible, something like a simple inverting and non-inverting amplifier. That's very easy to simulate. Okay, but it can be anywhere from any topic from the syllabus. So one problem, design problem, will be given to each team, two in a team, maximum two members in a team. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to design the circuit, design the given the problem or a circuit, and you have to simulate it using LT space or P space, or whichever you guys prefer. LT space is anyway freely available. You can download and you can simulate. And then comes the this report preparation. Okay, so report format I'll share, and I think right now I don't know whether I have it or not. Okay, I'll share the report. I think I have the format. Okay, report format. I'll share the report format. So you have to prepare the report and you have to submit. Okay, so for report preparation and for demo. Okay, circuit simulation. So total 10 marks. Total 10 marks. So you can divide it like 5 plus 5, something like that. It depends. So it depends on evaluation list. Don't worry. Okay, and I'll be evaluating for A section, and Prem Kumar sir will be evaluating for B section. Okay, so now try to, okay, so you can make team from other section also. That's not an issue. That's not a big issue. Okay, I'll prepare the Google form and share it. You know, submit the Google form. Possibly in a day or two, I'll be sharing. Okay, and for assignment, it is 10 marks. Okay, So that thing that is not monitored, that is not proctored. So you have to write the answer and you have to submit. That is for the 10 marks. Okay. So the assignment will be from any of this, what you call self-study component. Okay. So that's about this thing. And this okay deadline. What about the deadlines? Deadlines. Like this. Of course, everything should happen before the third test, no doubt. This assignment possibly in the day or two will issue. Today, what is the date? Again? Today is 30th. Okay. So 30th. Today's 30th. Okay. And let us say in 3 days. It doesn't take much time to write. Okay. Maybe this. Oh, this is July. Okay, so that today is 30th. Possibly within let us say you know within a week. That is before before Saturday. Let us say Saturday, for example. Okay, so Saturday is the deadline for let us say assignment 3 6 no 3 6 3 7 sorry 3 7 is the deadline for assignment. And of course, report this simulation you will get some time. This is after the second CAA. Okay, that is the simulation. That is EAT. This is EAT. So EAT deadline is after second simulation, second CAA. I'll tell you the date. Okay, but before that, if you have done with the simulation, you can show it. That's not issue. We'll assign a time, because so that since you have to come online, we'll fix a time in one of the afternoon session where you have finished your labs and you're free. So that time you can you have to share the screen and you have to show the simulation. Okay, so two in a team, two members in a team, any one of you can show the simulation. You need not, both the members need not show the simulation. That doesn't hardly make sense. Okay, and we don't have any time to check simulation from each member of the team, not possible. Okay, so you have to, there are two in a team, you can split the task accordingly. So like report preparation as well as circuit simulation among yourself, and you can accordingly you can do the demo. Okay, so the AAT will complete with the demo as well as with the submission of a report for 10 marks. Okay, circuit will be very simple, but the circuit thing is, you have to design the circuit. The first thing is you have to design the circuit. After the design part also, you have to show it in the report, detailed what you call design part. That's also important. Yes, okay. I think that point is clear regarding the assignment and EIT. Okay. In possibly in 2 or 3 days, I'll share the CA marks. I'm still highlighting the scripts. It is taking some time. So possibly by this weekend, I'll give the first CA marks. Okay.
Sir?
Sir,
can we make group with B-section students, sir?
And that's not issue. But while giving demo, you see that you don't give the demo to both to me as well as Prem Kumar sir. You show it to any one of us. Okay. You can make a team. That's not an issue. Just like in MPMC guys, if you want to, you can keep the same team. That's not an issue. But I'll share the separate Google Forms because we need a separate list for the, this LICA course, because that list we are maintaining for the MPMC course. Me and Satish sir is doing. Satish sir was handling LICA for B section earlier. Okay, before Prem Kumar sir took the course. Started taking the classes. Then if Satish sir was handling, we would have maintained the same list. But because change in faculty, we have to have a separate team, separate list at least. But you can make the same team, but two in a team. That's all. Okay, Lapada, is that okay?
Sir, ಇವತ್ತು ಕ್ವಿಜ್ ಇರಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್?
ನಿನ್ನೆ ಇತ್ತು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಮೌಲಿಕಾ.
Sir?
Nienne, yesterday, I think it was there yesterday, not today. It was actually yesterday at 3 p.m. I think, but it's okay. Don't worry. That since you are going to write from a self-study component, don't worry, no issues. Okay, that's not a monitored, just not like our CAA where you have to come online, video mode, not like that. We can't accommodate. It's not possible. Google Meet, we can't accommodate 70 students in Google Meet. Not possible. Okay? So that you have to write. I'll share one.
Sir. ಸರ್ ಅದು AAT ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅದು
the AT, that is for both AT and assignment. That is for both AT as well as see what happens is AT and I think in some course you have quiz as an AT, correct? Alva? In some course, I'm not sure which course. In some course there is a quiz as a AT plus
Yes,
assignment.
sir.
Alva. But since we are not giving a quiz as an EAT, we are to we are conducting some simulation kind of thing, so which we cannot do it in a time in one day. So if I give it now, you can't do it by afternoon. You can't prepare report. That's why for this will take some time. EAT deadline we can have it after the second CA. Okay, and this one this assignment writing, this you can write it and you can submit the assignment copy. Okay, through I'll share the Google form. Through that you can submit the assignment. That's all.
Assignment ಈ ವೀಕಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ಸರ್?
Assignment ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಣ. We'll keep third. I think third is the Saturday, 3rd of July. So third as the deadline. 3/7. Alva. So that the idea is at least one part if you complete before second CAA, you can concentrate on second CAA. After second CAA, you can start working on EAT. This simulation is also very easy actually. I think by Saturday also you may complete the simulation. That's not a big deal. But I don't want you to be burdened, before second CAA with assignment as well as EAT. With that intention, we are stretching the deadline for EAT. That's all. But everything should finish before third CAA. That's our intention. Okay, Lapa. So, you got some idea, guys? I mean,
Sir, topic for the simulation, sir.
that I'll give question for each team. We'll give the design question. Design question, andre like for example, design a let's say low pass filter, a design high pass filter, a signal generator, something like that. Okay. So design basically it's a design question. Design question is you have to design the circuit. Okay, you have to design the circuit. You have to find out the value of the components. All the values of the components that you have to simulate and you have to show the output according to the requirement, according to the design part, according to the expectation in the question. So two in a team. So for each team, we'll give one design problem. And some questions may repeat. Like for example, in B section also there will be 35 teams, close to 35. So we have to set at least 70 questions now, 70 design questions. That's why I said the questions can be anywhere from any of the topic. Starting from let's say as simple as inverting and non-inverting amplifier to let's say even up to A to D converters. Okay, so it can be anywhere within this. It can be phase lock loop also, no problem. Okay? So any of these questions, guys, we'll try to cover the entire syllabus. The only idea is if you are given, so if a team is given a circuit to simulate like up a rectifier, they'll go through the circuit, they'll design, they'll simulate, they'll get get an idea about the simulation part as well as the theory part. That's the idea. Okay. Okay, Lapa, is that okay? Yes?
ಸರ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ?
Okay, now software I'll show you that. Okay, software I think in the beginning I used to show, but I didn't have the time to discuss that software part. It is LT Spice. I'll share this, the link. Spelling is wrong. LT Spice. LT Spice anta linear time spice software anta. This is by Analog Devices. Analog Devices is a American company which manufactures integrated circuits. Okay. Literally, if you go to this, what is that download server? You will get here only. Here it is. Okay. Download for 7, 8, and 10 Windows version. Very simple. Okay. This one you can download. I will share the link. So it is already downloading. I don't know whether I can share the software in WhatsApp. Is it possible, guys? I'm not sure. That's right. Is that possible?
Sir, depending upon size, sir.
Depending on the size. Okay, in that case, let me try. Because if it is because I never shared any executable file over the WhatsApp. I think
ಮೇಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಸರ್.
ಏನಪ್ಪ?
ಮೇಲ್ ಸರ್.
Through mail. Okay, fine. No problem. This link anyway I'll share. No problem. This from this link also you can download anyway. I'll put it in the group. Okay, you can download. It's very simple. Yes, it's around only say 46 MB. It's very small software, and it is open source. Open source and it's free versions. You can use it for your study purpose, no problem. Just a 46 MB file. It is as good as a PSpace software. PSpace is a commercial software. Although what is available is a cracked version. So better to use this LT Space software. It's very easy to use it, guys. Don't worry. Okay, you need not spend much time on learning how to use the LT Space. It will not be a problem. Or you need not use LT Space. You can use PSpace, or you can use what is that? Any other software. MATLAB also you can use. But LT Space is a light software. It's very easy to install and very easy to work with. That's all. Okay, Lava, there's any doubt on that? Any doubt in about 8 and so that's why yesterday, according to I think timetable, yesterday was the schedule for the assignment. I think I'll show you that. What is that assignment timetable?
Today was the assignment, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
If it is today, no problem.
FT, sir.
No. Fourth semester, one. Fourth semester. Lika. Oh, correct. Lika. I thought yesterday. Fine. It is today. Okay, it's today in the sense, if questions are ready, I'll share it. You need not write between these time. Since it is not monitored, don't worry. You write it and you can submit. I'll share the Google form. In that you can submit. Not a problem. Okay, na? So if it is ready, I'll share it. You better finish off writing the assignment so that you can. Yes, if you can finish assignment today, you can keep this deadline as for simulation. But by then I have to give the questions. I've prepared few questions. I have few more questions I need to prepare. That's why I'm taking time. Okay, let us see. Based on when we can give the questions, based on that we can set a deadline for the IIT. No worry, of course we can have it after second CA also. Don't worry. Okay, it will not be like it should happen before second CA. Not necessary. You can concentrate on your second CA, but immediately after second CA we should start evaluating the EIT. That is simulation part. Let us not have a quiz. Quiz andre just like our test objective questions. This will not teach us anything. Quiz will, I don't think so we'll learn anything. At least if you simulate, you can claim that you know what is the LT Space software. So that gives a hands-on experience that will give more knowledge than writing a quiz. Okay.
Sir,
yes.
ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್?
Report, I'll share the format. That I think it's not ready. I think ready ಇರಬಹುದು. Wait, I'll show you. Just a second, and then I'll show you the I don't know why I'm clicking on. Just a second, I'll show you the report format. I'll show you. Just a second. Okay. So report andre you have to write the basic theory. Let's say you're given a signal generator. So write basic theory about signal generators and design part. So whatever design is given to you, full diagram and input output waveform. That's all. Okay. I think I have that UAT part and just a second. I think I have the format. I'll show you. Yes, it's format in the sense it's just a cover page and that design. Okay. Other things you'll add it to the report. Just a second, I'm opening. So since it is taking time, opening. This format is little take some time to open. Just a second. Yes. This is not the file. Not is this one also. Okay, similar to our but not like NPMC report. Instructions and cover page. Yes, somewhere here. Here it is. This is for the. Okay, I think microprocessor and microcontroller we have shared the report. So I'll show you the report for the this. Okay, Yes, let me share the screen. I'll show you the report now. Just a second. Just give me a second. Taking time to load. This is it is not sharing. Sometimes screen sharing is very slow in Google Internet. Okay, yeah. Yes, here we go. Okay, yes, this is the format in the sense as I said, cover page, cover page design, nothing else. Okay, I'll try to make it similar to our MPMC format. Yes, I think this is shared now. MPMC format report, I think it's already shared. Okay, is it
No,
shared
sir.
or not? Shared
No,
or not?
sir.
Howda? MPMC, okay, this is ready. So see, similar to this, AT project report. In AT, will give two problems, that for Proteus software. So this is the software. This is the format. Okay. So in this, in the MPMC, you have to, write the algorithm, program with comments, memory window screenshots, and logic analyzer window screenshot, depending on the problem. Okay. So this is for the our AT of MPMC, microprocessor and controller course. Similarly, we'll have it for the Lika course. But the Lika course, this is the cover page. Okay, okay. Yes, these are the content for the what we call the Lika course. Topic, main circuit, main feature, circuit diagrams. For example, let us say I've given a signal generator, circuit diagram, block diagrams, description about the circuit, theory concept, theory content about the circuit, application and conclusion. Okay, something like you are explaining what is the circuit, what are its applications and conclusions. Any waveforms, in the simulator, whatever the waveform you got, design calculations, design steps, okay, of the particular circuit design of a particular circuit. Okay, okay, this is how it is. Okay, yes, this I'll share. I think I have to share for both the what you call processor as well as controller. Okay, so this I'll share. For this one, you'll get the time to submit report as well as simulation for the Lika, and even for the MPMC also. No problem.
MPMC share ಮಾಡಿ sir.
I thought it's already shared. At the B section, I don't know. I don't remember now. Oh, busy schedule. I forgot. Really forgot. Okay, today I'll share it, guys. Don't worry. Okay, so it's already ready actually. Avata ready ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. That time only I prepared. The title, code. Okay, and these concepts you have to. So two students in a team. Okay, and these are the content of the report for the MPMC course. Okay, here we go. Okay, Lapa, this is that point clear, guys. I think it's okay now. Let us see if I get the question, if I can prepare the questions today. You can write the assignment and you can submit today only. You can finish off that. That's for 10 marks. You finish off. Let's not spend too much time on writing part. Okay, so simulation you should learn. Because simulation gives you lot of knowledge about the design part. Okay? And design is very, very important.
Sir, simulation ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀರಾ?
ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ, ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. I'll show you the one session on LTSpice simulation. In fact, I wanted to show you, we have lot many circuit to simulate. I wanted to simulate all the circuit what I discussed in the class actually. Signal generator, there is a A to D converter, but I'm not getting time, and 3 hours per week is not sufficient. That's why we are not able to do. In microprocessor and controller, we are doing that. I think even Satish sir is also doing, showing in compiler. That's okay. But this course, we're not getting sufficient time to do demo also. But in one session, I'll show you. I'll take a separate session. There I'll show you the simulation. Basic simulation is very simple also. I'll show you the basic simulation. Accordingly, you can simulate the other circuits. Okay, Napa? So let us, if no doubt, let us continue our discussion. I think, is anything else?
Start the simulation and submit the report on the same day.
Sorry.
Could we show the simulation and submit the report on the same
Okay,
day?
simulation. Okay, report you can take 1 or 2 days more, no problem. Okay, I'll tell you. For example, let's say second CA is, let's say it starts from 8th. Okay, second CA. So after second CA, that is 8th, 9th, 10th is the second CA. So let's say we keep, for example, 15th as the deadline for the let's say simulation. Okay, 15th of July. You can submit the report by 17th, not a problem. Okay, but both is necessary for the evaluation for the AAT. Okay, if any one of them is missing, we will lose marks. That will not happen. Okay, so for example, 15th is the deadline for simulation, 17th we can keep as the deadline for the report submission. No problem. That's why I said, see, there are two in a team. One team member can concentrate on simulation part, other team member can parallelly work on report part. So things will be faster and faster, nothing else. Okay. Okay, Lapa, don't worry, you'll get 1 or 2 days extra for this report submission. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Idea here is not, see, report submission is for our documentation purpose, because tomorrow if we say that, they have given 10 marks for, let us say, AAT. Yeah, let's say I've given 10 marks for AAT. I'll claim that I've given 10 marks. Definitely committee member will ask, on what basis you give 10 marks. And then I can say, this is based on the simulation part as well as the report submission. So they'll ask the marks distribution also. Then I can give the weightage. Weightage for simulation, let us say 6 marks, and weightage for the report, let us say 4 marks. Or we can keep 5 also. That's not an issue. 5 marks for simulation and 5 marks for report writing. So we have to give weightage for whatever the activity we do. Similarly, assignment submission also weightage. So let's say we give 3 questions. So marks is 4 plus 4 plus 2, or let's say 3 plus 3 plus 4, 10 marks. So on what basis we give these marks? That weightage we have to show. That we have to justify ourselves. Why 5 marks for simulation? Why 5 marks for report writing? Okay. So that's why we are particular about report submission also. Otherwise, report is just for documentation purpose. But report writing will teach you how to make reports, which is very, very important. Okay? When you go to higher studies, so report preparation becomes a very important part of your study. Okay, so we cannot ignore that. Okay, Lapa, yes, I think is that okay, guys? So this is what I wanted to discuss. So almost half class into the discussion of this. Okay, so we discussed about what you call switching circuits. We also briefly saw what is a zero crossing detector. Guys, for zero crossing detector question, you can write the answer from this part, that is debatable part, or the Ramakant Gaikwad book, a part what we discussed in the earlier classes. You can write any answer, but both are same. Both work in the same fashion. That's not a problem. This also we saw capacitor coupled zero crossing detector. There will not be any design problem on this capacitor coupled zero crossing detector. Okay, Schmitt trigger circuit. Let us look into the Schmitt trigger circuit. Okay, yes, let us look into the circuit operation directly. Okay. Yes, by the way, if you see 3 circuits, whenever we use an op-amp based circuits, whenever we design op-amp based circuits, there are 3 or 4 possibilities. One is the what you call inverting amplifier. Second is what is known as a non-inverting amplifier, or the other possibility is what is known as a what is that case, voltage follower circuit, which is also called as a what is that? It is also called as a buffer, which is also in some textbook they call it as a buffer. Don't get confused. It's something but a voltage follower circuit. The other possibility is what is known as a differential amplifier. Differential amplifier. But anyway, differential amplifier is designed from these 3 circuits. So we need not consider this as a separate circuit. But these 3 are the basic circuits: inverting amplifier, non-inverting amplifier, and what is known as a voltage follower circuit. When we write the circuit for these circuits, inverting amplifier means input is given to inverting input, okay, and there is a feedback given to non-inverting something like this. This is the non-inverting input, this is the ground, so this is the input, okay, this is the input V in, so this is R, you can call it as RF also. In some textbook they call it as RF. So usually it is called as R1, R2. So the gain of this amplifier is minus R2 by R1, minus R2 by R1. Okay. The same circuit is written for the non-inverting amplifier. It's very simple. In non-inverting amplifier, what happens is that input is given to non-inverting input. Okay, there is like this. Non-inverting. Just a second. Non-inverting input. I don't know, I'm not getting. Oh, I think I've selected this one. No, sorry. I selected a bigger. Okay, this should be okay. Okay. So non-inverting input. So in non-inverting input, what happens is that input is given to non-inverting input. Okay, and the inverting input will have the feedback. Inverting input will have the feedback. Okay. So for example, to say something like this. Okay. So this is let us say this is R1 and this is R2. Okay. So what is the gain of this amplifier case? R1 plus R2 divided by R2. Okay, so this is the gain of the non-inverting amplifier. Okay, so the only difference what you can see here is that the inverting amplifier circuit, the input is given to inverting input terminal. Non-inverting amplifier circuit, inverting input is given to non-inverting input terminal. Okay. Now in this circuit, what we see is that input is given to inverting input terminal, okay, and non-inverting input terminal is given to a voltage divider network and connected to ground. Let's observe this circuit and this circuit, first circuit. In the first circuit, which is a non-inverting amplifier circuit, input is given to inverting input terminal through R1. But in this circuit, input is given to, there is a VI is given to, sorry, okay. VI is given to inverting input terminal not through any resistor, whereas this voltage divider network R1 and R2 is given to non-inverting input. With this arrangement, the voltage across the non-inverting input is voltage across R2, which is equal to VR2. Voltage at the inverting input terminal is input voltage, which is nothing but a sinusoidal voltage. Okay. Now, what will happen is, in this case, the output voltage V0 will appear across R1 and R2. So based on the value of R1 and R2, the voltage will be developed across R2. This voltage appears at the non-inverting input terminal. Okay, guys. By the way, if you see this output voltage is a saturating voltage, square pulse. Output voltage is a square pulse. So thereby voltage at non-inverting input terminal is not a fixed reference voltage. Yes, what we discussed in our zero crossing detectors, for example. So let us compare with the zero crossing detector, because it looks like same as zero crossing detector, but it is not so, because in zero crossing detector, the idea is okay, the idea is there is what is known as a reference voltage. In level detector or zero crossing detector, the reference voltage is a DC. Reference voltage is a DC. It can be positive DC or it can be negative DC, no problem. Okay, negative DC means negative reference voltage. Okay, this is the case for a voltage level detector or a zero crossing detector. But in a Schmitt trigger circuit, what will happen is, this so-called reference voltage is not a DC signal, but it is a AC signal. It is a alternating square pulse. That is a basic difference. Okay, how do we get this alternating square pulse? That is from the output of the op-amp, which is saturating. So saturating means it is saturating between the two voltages. Okay, that is between the positive saturation and negative saturation. Why does the op-amp output saturates? Because when the differential voltage is very small, even when it is it is around the 0.01 volts, the minimum input voltage required to make the op-amp output saturate for a 741 op-amp is, in the last class we have seen, plus or minus 300 microvolts. Plus or minus 300 microvolts. If the voltage as small as 300 microvolts can result in the output saturation. Okay. So thereby, this output voltage square pulse, whatever we are getting here, it is voltage is divided across R2. That voltage is applied to this non-inverting input terminal based on the voltage VR2. Okay, what happens is that whenever the input signal, what is the input signal? This the sinusoidal signal. Okay, so sinusoidal signal is continuously varying like this. Whenever the input voltage level equals the voltage at the non-inverting input terminal, which is VR2. There is voltage across R2. Output of the op amp, that is output of this Schmitt trigger circuit, basic Schmitt trigger circuit, switches the state depending on whether the differential voltage is positive or negative. Whether the differential voltage is positive or negative. This positive negative means, since it is the inverting voltage, inverting amplifier, when the input voltage equals to reference voltage in the positive direction, that is in the positive reference point, output voltage will switch from positive saturation to negative saturation. Why? Because it is a inverting Schmitt trigger circuit. Okay, because it is inverting, because the input voltage is applied to inverting input terminal, output voltage is 180° out of phase with respect to input voltage. Very simple. Okay, so thereby, according to this, waveform, what we can see here, whenever the input voltage meets the voltage across R2, that is VR2, when it is positive, the output will switch from positive saturation to negative saturation. Okay, now output is negative, output voltage is negative. Okay, see, initially let us assume that output voltage is positive, V0 is positive. When V0 is positive, voltage across R2 is also positive. The voltage across non-inverting input terminal is also positive. That means this reference point is positive. That is AC, it's positive. The input voltage, whenever it equals the reference voltage, this VID becomes equal. When this VID becomes equal, okay, and observe this, when though VID becomes input voltage VI becomes equal to reference voltage, input voltage continue to increase. Input voltage continue to increase. Because of this, output voltage will switch from, because say, since it is more positive, output voltage is more positive with respect of voltage at the inverting input terminal, more positive with respect to non-inverting input terminal, output voltage should be negative. Why? Because it is a inverting amplifier. Okay, so thereby, when the input voltage starts from 0, reference voltage is positive. That means voltage at inverting input terminal is less than voltage at the non-inverting input terminal. Since this inverting input terminal voltage is less than non-inverting input voltage, output voltage is positive. Okay, that means if this Vi is less than VR2, output voltage will be positive output voltage. Okay, so it is initially positive output voltage. When input voltage equals to VR2, and when it becomes slightly larger than VR2, okay, that is V input voltage Vi, when it is slightly larger than VR2, that means inverting input terminal is at higher potential than the non-inverting input terminal. Output voltage will switch from positive saturation to negative saturation. Okay, so when the output becomes negative saturation, that means output voltage is negative. Now the output voltage is negative. When the output voltage is negative, voltage across R1 and R2 is negative. Okay, and as voltage across R2 is negative voltage, that is minus VR2. So that means non-inverting input terminal is at a negative potential. Okay, that means reference voltage now becomes negative. Okay, so input voltage increases and it starts decreasing. Even now, input voltage, that is inverting input terminal, is at a higher potential than the non-inverting input terminal because it is at a negative potential. Output continues to remain in a negative saturation level. When the input voltage crosses 0 and when it becomes equal to potential at the non-inverting input terminal, then Vi is greater than VR2, then output voltage will switch from negative saturation to positive saturation. Okay, so this is what is called as a Schmitt trigger circuit. So in this case, what we have to understand is, when we compare a Schmitt trigger circuit to a zero crossing detector or level detector, for example, there the reference voltage is always DC. Here the reference voltage is not a fixed DC, but instead it is a AC. So it is alternating voltage. Okay, accordingly we get a reference voltage also alternating. Okay, so it will not be a fixed voltage anymore. So it will be alternating voltage. Okay, so that's about basic operation of the Schmitt trigger circuit. So let us quickly look into the points here. Most of the points will be discussed. So operation amplifier connected as a Schmitt trigger circuit. Okay, so the circuit looks like a non-inverting amplifier, except for the important difference that input is applied to the op amp inverting input terminal instead of the non-inverting input terminal. Okay, and the feedback from the output is connected to non-inverting input. Okay, because as the circuit looks like, see, for example, if this input if this input, okay, if it is given here, Vi, okay, then it looks like a non-inverting input. That means if this is grounded, if the input is given here, it is nothing but a non-inverting input. Okay, then but if it is given to this point, there is inverting input terminal. This becomes a inverting amplifier. But inverting amplifier will have a resistance connected to it. The feedback will be, yes. See, idea here is that, see, compare these two circuits, guys. In these two circuits, what you can see is that feedback, this feedback R1 R2 in both inverting and non-inverting amplifier is always given to inverting input terminal. Both in inverting and non-inverting amplifier. Okay, what is the idea behind this is that output voltage should be controlled. Okay, output gain should be controlled. But in this case, the feedback is given to non-inverting input terminal. Because of this, output voltage is not controlled, because see, positive feedback always increases the output voltage, and then output will start saturating. Whereas if the feedback is given to inverting input terminal, output voltage always reduces. Okay, output will never saturate. Okay, output will always be controlled voltage for a negative feedback. For a positive feedback, it is not controlled. It will start saturating. Okay, so there is a basic difference between a inverting, non-inverting amplifier and the split trigger circuits. Whereas input is given to the other terminal. Yes, okay, fine. So the voltage at the non-inverting input is VR2, which is equal to, is a voltage divider network. So if you can observe this circuit, V0 appears across this R1 R2 series network, V0. So and then VR2 can be written as V0 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, so there is a voltage across the VR2. Okay, yeah, so that's about the voltage across VR2. Output voltage is saturated in a positive saturation. VR2 is a positive quantity, that also we discussed. For example, if V0 is plus or minus 40 volts, that means this, if VCC and V is 15 volts, then output voltage will saturate, and it will be 1 volt less than 50 volts. It is around 14 volts. Okay, so if R1 is equal to R2 in this expression, if R1 is taken as R2, then VR2 will be equal to 7 volts. Okay, so this level will be equal to 7 volts. So this will be plus 7 volts when the output voltage is positive, and minus VR2 is minus 7 volt when the output voltage is negative. Negative saturation, to be more clear, negative saturation level. Okay, so that's about consequently with respect to inverting input terminal, the output will switch from positive to negative saturation. Okay, when the input level is raised just slightly microvolts above VR2, output voltage. Okay, this also we discussed. Okay, so the same thing is explained here. Differential input voltage causing switch. Okay, that's fine. So output voltage when it is negative, so reference VR2 is also negative, so that's fine. Okay, guys, now what we have to understand now is, now the voltage at which the output switch, okay, that is this point, this is the voltage at which output will switch the level from one saturation level to another saturation level. Okay, these voltage levels are called as triggering points. Okay, positive voltage will give upper triggering point UTP. Negative voltage will give lower triggering point is because it is below zero. Below zero level, lower triggering point. Above zero level, it's called as a upper triggering point. That's all. Okay. So for this example of output voltage, plus or minus 14 volts. Okay. So the triggering points, for example, plus 7 volt and minus 7 volt input levels required to change the output voltage. Okay, and these voltage levels are considered as triggering points. Positive voltage is called as a upper triggering point, and the negative voltage is called as a lower triggering point. Okay, of course, this is with the assumption that R1 is equal to R2. But if R1 is different from R2, okay, then these two voltage levels will be different. Okay, it may be equal. There is UTP is equal to LTP in most of the cases. If R1 is equal to R2, if R1 is not equal to R2, then UTP will not be equal to LTP. That's also possible. Okay. We need not have always UTP is equal to LTP. That depends on the requirement. Okay, fine. So what are the situation for various signals? Various input waveforms. Sinusoidal will get a pure square waveform. Okay, where duty cycle is 50%. Duty cycle is 50%. Okay, if it is a triangular waveform, since it is a periodic, again we get a close to 50% duty cycle, no problem. There is upper triggering point and the lower triggering point. Output will switch between saturation levels at the upper triggering point and the lower triggering point. So the other possibility is the ramp waveform. Okay, so here is also possible. Okay, so for any alternating input voltage, we can implement a Schmitt trigger circuit. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the voltage waveforms is explained here. Schmitt trigger circuit response is okay. So switches between positive and negative saturation whenever the voltage reaches. Okay, that's fine. So the output waveform is always a okay. So this is important point. Output voltage will always be rectangular waveform. Why? Because since output is always switching between two saturation levels, it cannot take any other form like a triangular or sawtooth waveform. It is always a rectangular waveform. Okay. So the limitation is of course the slew rate, where the input frequency is very high. Because of the limitation of the op-amp, that is in terms of slew rate, output will be distorted. Okay. Otherwise, it can produce a fairly decent square wave. That's very much possible. Okay. Next is characteristics of the Schmitt trigger circuit. Okay. So for characteristics, when you consider the characteristics of this input-output characteristics, Schmitt trigger circuit, so output will switch between positive saturation and the negative saturation. So when the input voltage Vi reaches or equal to upper triggering point, output will switch from positive saturation to negative saturation because it is inverting Schmitt trigger circuit. So further increase in Vi above UTP maintains the output at minus V0 saturation. Of course, as long as input voltage reaches the LTP, output will remain at a negative saturation. When the input Vi reaches the LTP, that is lower triggering point, then output will switch from negative saturation to positive saturation. Okay, the author is explaining here with respect to this diagram. Okay, this is called as a hysteresis. Okay, starting from point A, there is a point A, guys. Point A, when output voltage is at a positive saturation level. Okay, so the input voltage increases. When the input voltage increases, and when it becomes equal to LTP, that is not LTP, sorry, upper triggering point. Okay, so what will happen is output will switch from positive saturation, that is point A, positive saturation, to negative saturation, that is minus V0 saturation. Okay, and when the input continue to increase, something like this, when the input continue to increase even after reaching UTP, output continues to be in the negative saturation. Output continues to be in the negative saturation. Okay, as long as this is the input voltage. Okay, so this is the, let us say for example, this is LTP. As long as input voltage reaches LTP, this level, output continues to be in the negative saturation. But when the input reaches LTP, output has to switch from negative saturation to positive saturation. That is shown here. Okay, output continues to remain in negative saturation as long as output voltage reaches LTP point. This LTP point is point D. Okay, so we started from A, we reached point B. Output switched from positive saturation to negative saturation. Output will continue in the negative saturation. When it reaches LTP point, output will switch from negative saturation to positive saturation. That is from point D to point E. Okay, so when the input voltage continues in the negative direction, output voltage continues to be in the positive saturation. Okay, there is this line, this horizontal line. When the input voltage reaches positive triggering point, that is UTP, again output will switch from positive saturation to negative saturation. That is from point B to point C. That means, what does this point B, C, and EF represent? Is that this point? There is point. I'll show you guys. This point B and C and point E and F. They represent that output voltage will remain constant in either positive or negative saturation. From Point B and C, it will remain in positive saturation. Point E and F, it will remain in the negative saturation. Sorry, I said ulta. I'm sorry. Point B and C in negative saturation and point E and F in the positive saturation, as long as input reaches the either the upper triggering point or the lower triggering point. Okay, so whenever it reaches, it switches the saturation level, and hence output will generate a what is known as a rectangular waveform. Okay, so that is shown as a hysteresis curve. Hysteresis curve. Okay, so this is the basics of what is known as a Schmidt trigger circuit. Okay, this is a design part R2. Okay, okay, this yes, okay, we'll continue in the next classes. This design part and this numerical problem will continue in the next class. This numerical part we have is for a simple inverting Schmidt trigger circuit. Okay, and the other point like adjusting the Schmidt trigger circuit, you know, that is I said we can make UTP not equal to LTP. UTP not equal to LTP, that we can do it, that also we can achieve using what you call, you know, this adjustment with additional circuit. This we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, as we discussed, you know, I may have to take 1 or 2 class more, you know, for the simulation discussion as well as the topic discussion. I'll let you know whenever I'm free, and whenever you guys are free, I'll take up additional sessions. Okay, thank you. See you all guys. Take care. Bye. Bye.